would like to welcome our chief guest, Shri S.S. Mallikarjuna Rao, our Dean Professor M.V. Anuradha, faculty members, staff members of IIMV. Last but not the least, I welcome all the participants of the Executive Certificate Program in Financial Risk Management to the inauguration ceremony. This program is meticulously designed by the industry expert as well as the experts from the academic area to cater to the need of the financial industry, evolving risk structures, how the different models of risk assessment has been coming up, what would be the impact of ESG on the risk estimations. So all these things would be basically covered in this program in a more detailed manner. Right. So with this, I give you a brief about the program. Our program is basically designed with a mix of hands-on experience on data, the working and understanding knowledge in terms of different domains of the financial risk, as well as our program is focused more from understanding what is happening in the markets with the constant evolution of the risk, different kinds of risk like model risk, which is changing very fast over the time period, and almost all the organization in the financial industry is dependent upon different kind of financial models in one or the other way. The cyber risk, which is very important nowadays, is again a biggest threat to the financial industry altogether. Systemic risk, which is again a very important threat to the financial industry altogether. So our program basically covering all these things in some 6 modules upon the quantitative analytical tools for the financial decision making. Like we would start with the basics of the quantitative analytical tools like hypothesis testing.
Very good morning to everyone, especially our guest for today, Mr. Mallikarjuna Rao. So thank you so much for sparing time to join us in this inaugural session.
Thank you.
For you, IIM Visakhapatnam is not new. I know you have been, part of us and delivering talks for various programs. But just for the benefit of the participants here, we thought we'll kind of take you through the journey of IIM Visakhapatnam and what we have done all this while, because though IIM as a brand is not very new, everybody knows about it, but that we also, and there's a lot of scope for people who are working, who wish to learn. So we have in this, to understanding this, the way the environment is changing, launched a lot of online certificate programs like many other institutions in the country have done. Of which one of our main is the 2-year MBA program, executive MBA for working professionals. We are one of the very few IIMs which have launched it in a hybrid mode. So we have close to 140 participants there, 136 plus participants in that program. Many of them have around 10 years of experience. So that's one program that we are running. And I think right now we would be simultaneously running close to 10 certificate programs like the one that you have, registered for. And in various domains, in strategy, in HRM, we have one on in fintech, in marketing, and this one, in fact, today we have 2 program launches. One is this, and the other one is in AI and ML, which is also an emerging field. We are also the only IIM in the country which has been awarded a chair professorship, B.R. Ambedkar chair professorship by the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. In fact, we have just recruited somebody in that position. So we hope to do in meaningful work in that particular sphere also. Now, all of you are doing this program online. We hope, we welcome all of you to our institute, the campus, which is almost done. By the end of this academic year, hopefully it will be done.
We have some 61 participants from majorly from banking and financial institution industry. Some are working in the Bank of Baroda. Some of the participants are from the Bank of America. So we have a good mix of people from the, I would say, PSU banks as well as the financial institutions which are relevant, which are very important in today's time for the economy of India as such. And if I give a brief profile of our participants, the experience of the participant range from some 1 year to 30 years. So the dispersion in the whole distribution is pretty high. So 0 to 5 years, we have some 38% of the people. And I would say majority of the people lie in the experience range of less than 50%, 15%, less than 15 years. And some 14% of the people are in the range of more than 15 years of experience. So definitely, I hope we in this program will definitely learn with this thorough wide dispersion of the participants' profile. Our chief guest for the event, Shri S.S. Mallikarjuna Rao, is already a part of IIM Visakhapatnam. So first of all, we welcome you, sir, from our director side as well as from the IMV fraternity. I give a brief about sir. So Mr. Rao is basically the independent director on the boards of Axis Bank as of now and IFTAs. He is a banker with over 35 years of rich experience, and he was MD and CEO of Punjab National Bank. He has a very he basically successfully completed the amalgamation of Oriental Bank of Commerce and United Bank of India into PNB. He started his banking career as a probationary officer in Bank of Maharashtra in 1985. Prior to assuming the position of MD and CEO of Punjab National Bank, he was MD and CEO of the Allahabad Bank. He holds a degree in BSc, LLB, and he's a certified associate of Indian Institute of Bankers, CAIIB. So I hope our participants, we are eagerly, all our participants, and we are eagerly looking forward to hear from you, sir. Over to you, sir, from our side.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Good morning to all of you, the faculty, Madam Shalini, Madam Kaveri, Anuradha from Indian Institute of Management, Visakhapatnam, and all the participants who are representing the entire bedrock of our financial system in our country. I also appreciate IIM Visakhapatnam for introducing this program as a matter of certification through online, particularly for financial risk management. I don't think the time would not have been appropriate otherwise. The reason is that we have seen unexpected, unforeseen risks unfolding in front of the entire globe in the last couple of years by way of pandemic. If you look to understand the risk and read through or even study, many a time we feel that we assess and understand based on the used case scenario in terms of the risk. And accordingly, we try to model them and we try to implement them and we try to mitigate the risk while undertaking the business. However, when we encounter unforeseen situation where there is no use case scenario available in front of us, if you look back and see the kind of pandemic which hit the globe almost 100 years back, I don't think any documented evidence to understand the risk would have been there. So even for looking at unforeseen risks also, it is very, very critical as to how we prepare ourselves, even with the understanding of use case scenario, and see how we can also be ready to take care of them. Fundamentally, if you look at in financial risk management, as you all are aware, we see almost 4 types of risks. One is a market risk, which also covers what is called forex risk. Then we have the credit risk, we have operational risk, and we also have a reputation risk, which is very, very critical to be taken care of currently in the what is the current political financial scenario. Now, these risks, if I summarize them in terms of running an organization, I understand the composition of people representing the bedrock of our financial system in the country. Either they are from banks, public sector or private sector, or even from the different audit firms or otherwise any financial system they're representing. When you look to run an organization, I recall a famous quote book by name Mindset Management by Professor Kulbert. He starts the book by saying that if you think you can run the organization in the next 3 years, the way you have run in the last 3 years, probably you will be in fool's paradise, which summarizes the entire gamut of changes which take place in front of us, whatever you call, whether it is a risk in finance, risk otherwise in market, risk otherwise in operational, the change is imminent to understand the current vertical position as to how we are running. Now, I have gone through the entire designing of the course. They have done a wonderful job in bringing everything together, including the market risk, credit risk, and operational risk. And during the course of the entire program, I would also be associating with you in terms of the operational risk, whereupon we'll go through as to how a practitioner like me at a financial institution handle the operational risk, credit risk, and market risk. More importantly, when as a head of an institution, I get sometimes in some critical areas a conflicting or a disagreement among the risk manager and the credit manager, or an operations manager, or a market related manager. And how do we synthesize them? How do we take care of understanding the risk and take it forward?
We request Professor Kaveri to present the memento to our chief guest in an online mode, as the program is going in an online mode.
Yes.
Right. So it is for you, sir. Thanks for you,
Thank
sir.
you.
We'll courier you and
Courier
it would be.
Thank you.
On behalf of IIM Visakhapatnam, me and Professor Shalini would like to express our gratitude to all of you who have joined us here for the inaugural session on this executive program on financial risk management in technical collaboration with Uptop. I'm sure this marks the beginning of an exciting journey into the world of finance and risk management. So we are deeply honored by the presence of our chief guest, Mr. Mallikarjuna Rao. Despite his demanding schedule, he has graciously accepted our invitation to grace the occasion and inaugurate the program. Thank you, sir. As he has already mentioned, we have scheduled a few more sessions by sir related to specific operational risk from the banking industry. We are all eagerly looking for your insightful session, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Next, I'd like to extend our gratitude to our Dean, Professor M. Anuradha, for acquainting the participants with distinct features about IIM Visakhapatnam and addressing the participants. Thank you, Professor Anuradha. Our director, Professor M. Chandrasekhar, has been a constant source of inspiration and guidance for all of us. Unfortunately, as he is traveling today, he was not able to attend the inaugural session. But I'm sure maybe during your campus immersion schedule towards the end of the program, you might be able to listen to him as well. So we would like to express our sincere gratitude to Professor M. Chandrasekhar as well. Next, we would like to express our thanks to our marketing partner, the team from Uptop, who ensured that a seamless application process and for bringing all of you together here. We would also like to express our thanks to our EEP chair, the EEP office, all our IT staff and admin staff who have ensured that we have everything ready and we can start the program today. So today's event would not have been possible without their support. Last but not the least, all our enthusiastic participants who have actually joined from various corners of the financial industry. So as we all know, this is about our program. So we actually ask you to engage with the program, ask the questions, share your experiences as well, so that it will be a mutually learning experience for both you and us.